Welcome to Warwatch Intel. I'm Frost, joined here by Fried Potatoes and the one and only Swiller. Hope everyone's having a fantastic evening. What's going on, Swiller? What's going on, Fried? What's new?
Not much, man. Getting pretty hot out here on the West Coast. 99 degrees in the Sacramento Valley today. Fire near Reno. It's pretty active out there.
That's insane. We have the opposite. It's getting cold. Not much going on tonight.
Getting cold.
It is getting cold. It's going to be
still August.
In the 30s tonight for me. So that ought to be interesting.
All right. Who else do we have in here? We have Reagan. We got Raccoon City 2025. We got CJ Stevens, Posh Rain, Sergeant Enders, Jasks. Josh, we can only have English in here. So if you can put English in here, please. And if you can't, try to use a translator here. So Warwatch right now, just for the general chat, we're using English. But thanks for joining in. We appreciate it. And we got Christine Nelson. And who else do we have here? Hard Jeff in like Flynn, Don Smith, Julia, welcome in. And Vlad Mira. Also, hey, Vlad, English only, please. Looks like some people are putting some election stuff or something in German. We don't really push election stuff either, so make sure we're only posting English in the chat. Tim Harkness 9152 says amazing planes helping with the fires. Must be talking about that Reno fire stuff going on there, Swiller.
Yeah, indeed. The Hawk Fire started on Friday as a 40-acre grass fire. By Saturday afternoon was up to 2,500 acres. By this morning, 10,000 acres, now up to 15,000 acres, last check. No containment, 0% containment. Air assets from all over the West Coast have been slamming this fire, trying to keep it away from homes. Right now, they have it held at Interstate 395 up in North Reno. There are two airports in Reno. There's Reno International, which is in the central part of Reno. And then there's the Reno Stead Airport, where they do the air races and where they have their fire attack based. And it is right near the Reno Stead Airport as well. I've got some friends out in the area who are evacuated and are staying in a hotel in Reno. Multiple aircraft, DC-10s, C-130s, S-2 tankers, air tractors operating as seats, single-engine air attack aircraft, as well as Blackhawks, Chinooks, Erickson Sky Cranes. They're throwing everything they have at these fires to try to keep it out of the communities. There has been losses of homes. I have not heard of anybody unalive from this fire yet. However, several homes and businesses have been destroyed, and several thousand are evacuated right now.
Oh, this is a big deal.
Wow.
Huge.
Holy moly. Let's see here real quick. Sergeant Enders says, dang, this channel is getting nice and sophisticated now. Like the route you're taking. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Thanks for the positive feedback there. Yeah, we are got a lot going on, and we have some big announcements tonight as well. So we're growing, and we'll get to that. We'll bury that and tease that to keep you here for a few more minutes. Yeah, we got big announcements tonight. So we're growing. Swiller, how many people do you remember are over on our Discord as well? So I'm just going to go through some numbers here. Not that this matters to many, but just to show how much we're taking on new people and growing all the time.
As of this moment, 1,131 members in the Discord.
Holy smokes. On YouTube here, we're at 17,934 subscribers. We're getting so close to 18,000, and tell you what, when we hit 18,000, that's just right around the corner for us. I think we're going to do some giveaways. We're going to have a party night. We might do some when we hit that, when we're getting that close where we know we're going to hit that, right? Let's just do a community fun night. Get on and play some games. Poker, free poker, community style games. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out, but we're also going to do some giveaways some stuff here and there, make it just a fun night. So celebrate us hitting 18K. That's a pretty big freaking accomplishment for us. We've been doing this for what, 2 years now?
That's
And
amazing.
yeah, super thankful to our community. Yeah, Tim says almost 18K. Isn't that great? Space Ghost is putting up. Thank you so much. Amy, hey, Amy, welcome in. Hard Jeff, I had a few photos. The new C-130 air tankers fires all over California. Got a few photos from up near Redding, Tahoe, and LA areas. Crazy even when loaded. Crazy maneuverability even when loaded. Thank you, Hard Jeff. That's awesome.
By the way, I need to
yeah.
make a quick correction. Last time we were live, we spoke about the accident that was the Cessna 150 that collided with the Bell 407. I had incorrectly said that it was a Huey, a twin Huey. That would be a Bell 212. I got my model numbers incorrect, so I wanted to correct myself and say that it was a Jet Ranger. After I saw the video, I was like, oh no, that's definitely not a twin Huey. That's a Jet Ranger that got collided with and went down. So wanted to correct the record on that one. I don't like being wrong, but when I am, I'm happy to admit it.
Hey, that's what we do here. We don't just flub stuff when we know we're wrong or misspeak or whatever. Just like Swiller, we talk about it. It's no big deal.
Do.
We're human. We make mistakes, and a lot of the stuff that we're talking about it's so technical or on the bleeding edge that we can get it wrong quite a bit. So thanks, Willer. Thanks for also telling us that we got that different. Hey, Hogged Out, welcome in. Good to see you. Let's see here. Speaking of C-130s, let's see. Yesterday, I was at an air show up in Billings, Montana. Amazing air show. I had so much wants to go out there and just film a whole bunch of stuff and make content and bring it back to you. But I was moving and sweating and doing all the things. Plus I had 2 kids with me and I didn't get as much video. I got some photos that I'll share, but as much video that I wanted to. And I only had the GoPro and my cell phone. And my cell phone, I was using it so much that it died halfway through. We were in line in the car for like an hour and a half. So it was a crazy day. But speaking of C-130s, I can't I haven't fact checked this, but I was talking to one of the crew members of a C-130 that my son and I got on, and we were looking around the aircraft and in the cockpit. And my son was in the cockpit and taking a nice tour of it. And one of the crew members said, this is the last C-130H, which I didn't actually know the H designation, that is still in use by the military. And it's actually getting its wings clipped off when it goes back to where it came from. And then it's just going to be a cargo trainer and stay static on the ground. So they're going to teach people how to load it in, load the cargo in and different stuff like that. So it's just going to be like a training on the ground aircraft from here on out. But the crew seemed kind of sad about that. Like this thing has been around for a long time and old reliable. So they were kind of sad to see that go, but they'll be transitioning into a different, I think they said just the J, but I'm not sure.
Well, think about everything that aircraft has seen, right? The miles that aircraft has put on. That's always kind of a little heartbreaking.
There they had, which never left the ground. They had an F-35 and an F-22. Of course, they had the Blue Angels and stuff like that, which was amazing. Super amazing. If you have not been to an awesome air show, I highly suggest going to check it out. It's like probably like a lifetime event. You're going to remember those and make memories for the rest of your life. So if you can, get out and see one if you have one in your area / region.
We were
Tim, go ahead, Swiller.
We were talking last night, buddy, and I'm going to make some folks jealous. I get to go to 2 air shows in 2 days this year. I get to go to the local air show here in the Sacramento area. They get to have the Thunderbirds and the Snowbirds from Canada, as well as a few other acts. Late air show starting flying starting at 4 p.m. So afterburners at sunset is going to be really cool with F-16s flying around. And then the very next day, I get to go down to San Francisco, check out Fleet Week, and check out the Blue Angels, as well as a few other acts that are purportedly going to be there. And it might be the first time that and only time that I'll get to see the snowbirds in 2 cities in 2 days. Reports have it that they're going to be making a flyby down in San Francisco as part of the Fleet Week Air Show prior to their flying duties at the Sacramento Air Show this year.
That's really cool. Swiller, your audio is like cutting in and out. If you can reconnect for me real quick. It was fine before. I don't know what happened. It might be on our end. Just reconnect for me really quick, because your stuff is so important. I don't want to miss a single millisecond of it. Going back into all the stuff in the sky. Right now, one of the big channel updates that we are going to be announcing tonight is our very own Warwatch Intel radar. This is not as cool or fancy yet as like Flight Radar 24 or ADSB. But if you go to warwatchintel.com and click on the radar button, or just go to warwatchintel.com/radar, if someone can link that. Actually, you know what? I might have to link that in chat. You can check it out. Just try not to navigate away from this live stream. So if you have another way of checking that out while we're live here, or do it after the live, there's the link right there. You can check it out. It has an auto mode, which I'm scrolling through right now. You can check out things. So like if you have this on your computer, and you can just click auto, and it's going to go through all the other stuff automatically. It's a different version of what we're using on the 24/7 stream, but it's kind of a similar idea. I was thinking, wow, this is so cool that we can use this. I would just like to give it to the community. So there's a lot of people that were like, I want to track military flights, but I don't want to pay for anything.
Yes.
And or have ads.
You know what I love about this? So there is a feature on this where if you hover over it, it tells you where it's seen, right? So at Flight Radar, ADSB, things like that. I like that because we kind of joke around here. Swiller likes ADSB. I'm more of a Flight Radar kind of person, right? Coke, Pepsi type of stuff. It tells you which it's on, so that if I say something, it actually will, like, I will know whether or not Swiller maybe might be able to see it over on ADSB versus Flight Radar. I just like that sourcing.
So here's the cool stuff. We're taking that information in from ADSB and Flight Radar and stuff like that, ADSB Exchange. If you click on an aircraft, so like right now, I'm clicked on Alpha Foxtrot 1 Delta Charlie Echo. That was also, which shows that this was spotted by Reagan 0965 here in chat. So it's like an interactive flight radar that we can put stuff in from the YouTube chat straight onto the map. But when I click on this, and if you scroll down to the bottom, it'll show you this was seen on ADSB.fi and also ADSB Exchange. And if you click on that, which I'm not going to show you right here, it'll take you to those sites and directly to that flight that's up right now. So you can track it over on other things, and it'll show you where it's pulling this information from. So it's not like we're pulling this information from like a radar dome or ADSB antennas on my own house. This is pulling in from other APIs that share this stuff. And I'm sharing it with all of you. So again, we're going to scroll out here. It works and it zooms around just like everything else. And then you can also filter. It should be working on phones too. You can filter out to see different things that you want to see. Like you could take off cargo planes and stuff like that and just see E6s if you wanted to, or stuff like that. So there's a lot going on here with Warwatch radar, but I thought this would be a great opportunity to have people that want to check out flights and what's going on right now really easily with their own computer at home or cell phone like that. So if you scroll over the Middle East, like these are the important flights that you can see on ADSB/Flight Radar, and they are just easily visible right there. Like you don't have to have any computer knowledge or access keys or logins or pay for anything. It's just ready to go. Swiller, welcome back. We were just talking about Warwatch Radar, which we're releasing today. That's one of the cool updates.
Looks absolutely amazing.
If you see anything broke, please let me know. Our second update is actually our most exciting update. And I'm going to let Fried Potatoes talk about this one. Fry's going to lead a project for us here at Warwatch Intel. We're expanding, and I'll continue after this. I'm not going to even try to explain this. Fry's going to do a great job. Go and tell us all about what's happening here at Warwatch.
So this idea came to me very, very late at night. But a lot of us over the years with Warwatch and things like that, we've all looked at declassified information, right? The release of documents and things like that. And a lot of that takes time, right? It's time consuming. Sometimes it's kind of fun to find different stories, things like that. I'm going to be leading a project over the next little bit here, trying to get it up off the ground, called Warwatch Declassified. They're going to be 60 to 90 second videos for now. And then lives, maybe some podcast style videos, deep diving into declassified information that had been released. And right now it's over on the TT platform. I just got it started actually today. I was absolutely able to upload things, kind of get it going. So it's going to evolve. And I just find it interesting, right? A lot of hidden information that has to do and sheds light on maybe how some things are current in the world. And it's historical. So it's not going to be something that was, it'll be a wide variety. I shouldn't say it's only historical, but we're going to deep dive into the 50s, 60s, all the way to the present on declassified information. I think it'll be fun.
I'm super excited. So just so you all know, Fried has been putting some late nights into this, lots of work. And I want to make it super clear. We're not like, hey, Fried, go do this project. See ya. Fried's still going to be here on these lives. Swiller's still going to be over here. We're all going to be bouncing back and forth and hopping into these projects, but Warwatch Intel here is still the main focus, still the same goal. But there is so much else going on that we're expanding our horizons. We're expanding into different things. And Fried, where can you find this for right now?
For right now, it's over on the TT platform, right? The little music symbol platform.
Mm-hmm.
It is called Warwatch Declassified. So, and yes, late nights pondering, a lot of frustration just came right out. And I think it's going to be really fun. The people that I have shared this with on the backside, including my own family, I was brave enough to show my own family. They absolutely think that it's interesting and they're learning things and want to deep dive into more information. So I think it's going to lead us down absolutely some tinfoil hat Tuesdays, right? Maybe some conspiracies might be coming out more on this. Like, it's just going to be fun. I think it'll be great for the community just to learn.
It's going to be super awesome. Real quick, I'm not going to put this on there. It's just, I believe there's an E6 checking in or out of the net on comms right now on 11175, but I'm not going to detract of what Fried's got going on here. There's going to be live streams. There's going to be content. And again, this is starting over on TikTok. Swiller's going to be giving his amazing expertise over there. He's still going to be doing stuff over here. We're just adding on some more stuff. This is step one of expanding into all the great stuff we're doing. The unifying component between all of this stuff really is going to be warwatchintel.com. I'm there right now. I don't know how well you can see this, but at the top, it's so hard to be like, hey, go check this out. Go check this out. Here we have this. There's so much we have to offer, but really, if you ever get lost in the sauce and don't remember what's going on, warwatchintel.com is going to be the glue that holds it all together. Really, So if you just going from the top real quick, we have Warwatch Intel. We have the comms page that I'm working on right now that is actually in progress. It's probably not working this very second. I was working on it right before we went live. You can click on the live stream here. It'll take you to 24/7 stream or the live stream that we're on right now. We have a link to our Discord. And then we have News Radar, the radar thing I just showed you that we just released. EAMs, like that will click on that. That'll show you all the EAM stuff that you want to know if you're into that. Intel. So like if I went to Intel and then went to call signs, it's going to show you all the call signs that we're tracking here and all the amazing people that are the recon crew is tracking here at Warwatch Intel. Again, comms. This is just a place where people can text and voice back and forth. It's secure. And then we have the clips. When we clip stuff on the 24/7 stream, it's all in here. But if we scroll down, the reason I'm here talking about this, we have links to all of our sources. And then we have links to, say, Warwatch Declassified over on TikTok. So if you want to, if you're maybe not up to date on how TikTok works, or if you just want a quick link, go to warwatchintel.com and you'll find Warwatch Declassified right there. We're going to be also getting into the firearm stuff we were talking about a while ago. And then sometimes we all need to unwind and live stream a game or two. That's going to be over there. So, but all that great stuff is located right here at warwatchintel.com. That's how you're going to find all of it the easiest, I guess. Amy says, I found it and I'm following. Thank you so much, Amy. Super appreciate that. Is the flight command same as radar? Not yet. I haven't got that far, but I will update the bot. I need to put that down on my to-do list and help me remember that. Please, Tim. You know how forgetful I am. Let's see. Hard Jeff, oh, rad, didn't know the SAC Air Show was happening soon. I'll definitely have to check it out. Yeah. Swiller, they're talking about the SAC Air Show.
Columbus Day weekend, October 10th and 11th, or 11th and 12th, whatever the Saturday, Sunday is there. That's when the air show is.
Well, hopefully in October, you're not going to sit there and roast. It's going to be hopefully great temperatures, right?
Oh, between that, yeah, even at 4 o'clock at night, the sun will be starting to go down. We're about a month away from 6 p.m. sunsets here. So by the time the air show comes around, sunset right around 6 o'clock. And usually the way that it works is, all the smaller acts go up first, and then it builds up to the Thunderbirds going up. I believe the way that this show is going to work is the Snowbirds will go up first, the Thunderbirds go up second, and then the rest of the civilian acts go, because some of the civilian acts that'll be going on have actual pyrotechnics strapped to their airplanes that they'll be launching as a fireworks show after the sun goes down. So
that's cool.
Gonna be a hell of a show.
Over on our TikTok platform, let's see, we have Smokey asking a question. Where do you get the intelligence from? We get it from everywhere. A lot of this stuff comes in from people watching the channel live. A lot of it is all sourced. We say where it comes from. And then if it's like Flight Radar 24 or ADSB and stuff like that, or X, we always try to sort that out as well.
Jeff, if you need to, DM me on Discord, and I'll get you any information you need about the air show to help out with that.
Let's see here. So Fried, again, for anyone that's just tuning in, tell us what kind of like the idea again behind Warwatch Declassified is, and what people might see when they tune in over there and they don't catch the live stream. What kind of content are they going to see if they're swiping through that?
I'm right now, I'm feeling out different interesting things to kind of go into as far as declassified information. Over the years, right, I've always had very high interest in not conspiracy theories and tinfoil hats and things like that, but legitimate information. Nothing drives me more crazy than having to read through old documents and things like that, right? And it's very time consuming and I can get lost for hours. What I want out of this is more, it's going to summarize 60 to 90 seconds in 60 to 90 seconds. parts of the information. So right now I've got one up on Able Archer, right? It all ties back to the idea of war games. So I would say the one that I have just posted today reminds me very much of the computer glitch that happened between Russia and the US and how it was almost a catastrophe.
Mm-hmm.
I think over the years, I know me and I believe you guys too have spent many a night, right? Just getting lost in these declassified documents. So I think bringing it all together might be fun.
So real quick, Fried, I'm going to play a clip. Let me make sure we have audio here. When I start playing this, let me know if you hear the audio. But this is the first clip and first post from Warwatch Declassified here. This is Fried's amazing radio voice saying all this. So give me a second here and we're going to play this. And again, if you can't hear it, let me know. And this is over on TikTok. This is Able Archer 83.
November 1983, the Cold War is at its worst, and both sides were flying blind. For 40 years, one specific intelligence file stayed hidden. Declassified papers show that during the Able Archer 83 drill, U.S. intelligence caught Soviet nuclear submarines like the K-147 slipping out to hide under the ice. Moscow genuinely thought NATO's simulation was a cover story for a real surprise nuclear first strike. What stopped a war wasn't peace talks. It was a computer failure that forced both sides to slow down and check the data by hand. Declassified reports prove that military leaders broke protocol and skipped the normal chain of command just to stop a false alarm. They didn't have permission to stand down, but they did it anyway. Files are now open, but the margin of error was razor thin. And the truly terrifying part? The U.S. didn't even realize how close they came to a catastrophe until years later.
How suspenseful. Within the first half a second, that music draws me. And then Fried starts talking. And then that first 2 seconds, I'm hooked. And then I figure out what we're talking about. And I'm in. I can't wait for the next clip. This is going to be fantastic. Great job, Fried.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see where this goes. And again, Fried, Swiller, myself are going to be over there as well, doing live streams. And we'll see where it goes from there. We welcome the feedback, and please go check it out. Follow that so that comes up on your feed on TikTok. And if you don't have TikTok, it's not that scary. It's US owned now. So go check it out. Download the app and follow Warwatch Declassified there. The link is over on warwatchintel.com. Go ahead, Fried.
Well, I was just going to say, I'm really excited to have the two of you, come into lives and things like that. I'm going to kind of play it by ear as far as bringing it to YouTube, and that still has to come down the line. But I feel like those deep conversations, right? We have these clips and things like that. We can really get into it once we have lives. Where it's not so much focused on like we are here at Warwatch Intel, Warwatch Declassified. We can have more specific yet fun conversations, deep diving into this information. And if anybody has any opportunity or any subjects or anything that you can think of right out of the gate, let me know. I will definitely research it, come up with a clip, and go from there.
I was about to ask, are you taking suggestions? Because there's stuff I want to know more about. I can throw your
There's
way.
so much I don't know where to begin.
Right.
That's
You're
where
going to
I
have
am
a long
having
list of stuff to go through. You're going to have no problem with finding content here because
yes,
you're going to have the gears booked ahead of time.
Yes.
On screen right now, with all of these different divisions that we have here at Warwatch is not just I explained this. This is a question / statement from Music in chat the other day, where she was asking I just found out who Frost was. I am not I want to make this clear. I'm not Warwatch Intel. Like Swiller's not Warwatch Intel, Fry's not Warwatch Intel. We're here on Warwatch Intel, but realistically, we're all Warwatch Intel. Tim's Warwatch Intel, like all of you guys are in chat are Warwatch Intel. We're the community. This isn't about me. This isn't about Fry. Like, yes, we make this content. This isn't about Swiller. But we are all here as a community. And that's what I really always wanted to be. I never wanted this like a place to like feed my ego or be all about Frost. We're trying to expand this stuff into just a big online community that is just here for each other. So with that, these logos are changing to be more simplified and tell you which one you're on. Like right now here on the YouTube channel. So the channel logos, you're going to see a little bit of differences in, and I'm sure they're going to morph as time goes on. But right now, like this is Warwatch Intel. We go over to Fried's channel, and it's going to be Warwatch Declassified. If we're playing games and we're relaxing or we're taking a break from the hard news, it's going to be Warwatch Games. Like it's all that crazy stuff. When I do have time, which isn't very often, I'm recording stuff at the range, and YouTube's kind of shaky on that. It's going to be Warwatch Armory. Like we're going to start putting stuff kind of where they go and organizing that. So yeah, here's step number 1. Swiller, what do you think about all the crazy awesome changes?
It makes me want to fire Intel Stack back up and get that into the mix.
Yeah, right. I mean, we have so much going on. We have so much to offer and so many great people here that this is just kind of the next step, you know. So logo changes, you might see, keep an eye out for those. That they're happening. It's kind of a update / rebranding as we move forward with a lot of stuff here.
And I will tell you, I had the hardest time with this, with the logos and the changes and things like that. But when you take a step back, what this really is it's just an opportunity for us to kind of give us a refresh, give us an opportunity to be creative in other ways, give us a way to bring community together. We all have not only Warwatch Intel, you know, in common, we also have a variety of other things that we love to do as well. So just incorporating that and bringing the community along with us.
I agree. That's really well said. Yeah. More to come. Again, we're going to have a fun night / I mean, we always have fun. We're going to have a fun night, some kind of game night, some kind of community night, and some giveaways when we hit or get close to that 18,000 mark. Super excited for that. That's just going to be just right around the corner. So we'll talk about that more as it comes up. Real quick, because we have to. I mean, we're Warwatch Intel. Just screaming around the map here. We got 2 E6s in California. Not doomsday, but little unusual. Kind of interesting, more of on the interesting side to see. Scrolling around the map here, we have some tankers hanging out in the Persian Gulf here. I was about to say our 51st state, but maybe just territory. I'm not sure.
Sorry.
I jest. We have a K-35R over by Italy, some C-17s and C-130s flying around, but honestly, not too crazy of a night. Let's see here. Tim says, I'll help any way I can. And Reagan says, nice production, Fried. And Amy already followed over there. So if you can, please follow over on the TikTok platform, Warwatch Declassified. Going to be a lot of great information coming out of that. And I can't wait to get notified by the next update there, Fried.
Yeah, it'll happen very, very soon.
DEFCON 1 Sky King Chandler. That is an awesome username. I love that so much. Says, sounds like a really good show.
Speaking
really
of
awesome.
all this newness, if y'all are new around here and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up like button, share across your social medias the stream to your friends, your family, like-minded people. Let folks know that we're out there. Make sure you're commenting in the live chat, participate, join the party. check us out on the TT platform, the musical note platform, as Fried alluded to earlier. Here it is free to subscribe. FREE free. We would love it if you joined us. And that way, you know when we're going live. And then what we'll do is you can check out our little chat here when the bot throws a Discord link in there. Check us out on the Discord, as you mentioned earlier. And then you'll know when we go live. When Frost or Fried is going live on their channels, or if I go live on Intel Stack, I'll make sure that, and we'll all make sure that we post over there. That way you get the alerts. You can go subscribe to the other new channels that are coming and know when videos are being thrown at you or live feeds are firing up on those channels, as well as the 24-hour stream here on Warwatch Intel that we maintain year round.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Hey, we have Shelly Montgomery back. Welcome in. The Tankella. Hey, welcome back. And the War Watcher. Hello, everyone. Hey, welcome in. Good to see you. And I guess this would be, I don't know. I've lost count already. I can't count that high. We talked about logos. We talked about all the stuff happening over on TikTok. We talked about the website. The next big update is tomorrow. We're going to see a lot of changes over on Discord. Reagan also had some great opportunities and ideas of bringing back, like when you post news in the chat, that it goes into a news Discord over there. On top of that, we're going to really go through and simplify all the channels in Discord and see which ones are being used, which ones aren't, and really simplify how you go in there and use stuff. Because right now it's just kind of like all over the place. So it really needs a refresh and simplification. It can get overwhelming over there. So we're going to simplify all the channels and make it super easy for anyone, even if you've never used Discord before, to go in there and just check it out. So give us another day on that one, and Discord will be dusted, swept, polished, all that stuff. It needed some maintenance. We've grown so fast over there and over here on YouTube, and about to be over on TikTok. And yeah, Discord kind of got neglected on the updates and polish, so we'll get to that. Oh, there's a P8 call sign BLK T03 up by, where's that? Southern Australia. Sweet. That's cool. Just saw that over on Warwatch Radar. Shelly Montgomery says, you guys froze for a second.
Oh, no.
Oh. Hopefully it wasn't during an important part. Hopefully it was just a part where I was like sipping on some water real quick. Tim Harkness says Discord is free as well. Yeah. Everything we try to bring you guys is free, to be honest with you. Of course, like there'll be times where we have merch, which is like we have new t-shirts and stuff like that, and stuff being made by a real artist. And of course, we have our donations and super chats and memberships if you can and you want to. But like we don't put anything behind a paywall. You don't have to join any kind of breakfast club to come chat with us or join. It's super important, top secret information. It's just all free. We try to give you Swiller's favorite F word, free, and bring it to you. Information should be free. We bring it to you here at Warwatch Intel. Reagan says 3 ads so far. LOL interrupts Maximus. That's crazy. I have ads set to the lowest setting as a creator that I'm allowed to set. That's crazy that we've gotten 3 already. YouTube's definitely cranking those out. Let's see, Tim. I tried that earlier, Fried. Yeah, welcome in, everyone. That's the updates I have so far. Do we want to get into the news?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's go and talk about the news. Big first one. Russian double tap drone strike hit a shopping mall in Zelensky's hometown. Mm-hmm. Coming up first. Next up, we have Ukraine has a separate Russian strike on a shopping center that unalived 16 people. Next up, over the Middle East, Iran-U.S. standoff is still simmering. Trump says Tehran is not making the right deal and calls it a little detour. I wish I could do a better Trump impression, but it would be awful. I'm not even going to try. NATO's top commander held a call on defending freedoms of navigation in the Strait of Hormuz, and Hormuz tension is still very, really real and escalating. And Nevada's Hawk Fire has blown past 10,500 acres. This is the one that Swiller was talking about, I believe, at the beginning of the stream. It's an evac level 3. The state of emergency has already been declared, and that situation is getting worse. So if you're in the area or have family in the area, let them know if they don't already. I'm sure they do, but also keep an eye on that. And we have lots of tankers and E6s activity on the scope today, so we'll keep on watching that. And again, check out warwatchintel.com/radar, and you can have access and check all the new stuff we're bringing that out to you. But those are the top headlines in the last 24 hours. Did I miss anything? Fried, Swiller, anybody in chat? Is there something larger we're watching? I was on the road most of the day yesterday and watching jets in the sky.
I know that Russia and Ukraine have really been kind of going back and forth. There's been some big things over there as well. And so I'm just kind of looking at this. There was another in the past 24 hours, 1,300 Russian actually soldiers that they've lost. So
Wow.
I believe that brings it up to 1.4 million casualty or fatalities through all of this. So that's a big number. I don't think that I've seen that posted in a long time about updates on that. So definitely very an interesting situation. And Tim, actually, the Mecca agreement with Iran, that's another hot topic. I
Gonna be
went
interesting.
diving into that last night as well. That is extremely interesting because Pakistan is going to bring the people, Saudi Arabia is going to bring the money, and now Turkey is looking at, supplying the equipment, and they're looking to possibly extend an offer to Iran. Will that be taken? I don't think so. I don't know personally. That's just my opinion. But the Mecca agreement in the Midwest, in the Middle East, is based off of, it's kind of like a NATO Article 5.
I can do a quick overview, like a 10-cent overview real quick.
You do it.
Per Major General Yash Moore, the Mecca Joint Defense Agreement is a trilateral mutual defense pact signed on August 7th, 2026 in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, by Saudi Arabia's Turkey and Pakistan. The historic accord states that the armed attack against any single member nation will be considered an attack against all three. So this is like a version of NATO, but over in for Mecca and the surrounding region. So interesting. We'll definitely be watching that very closely. Swiller, you got anything that you're tracking before we head out of here?
I was just actually tracking some planes on Sky Cards and picking up
Sky Cards.
some cool things.
We're definitely keeping that in Discord.
Yeah, for sure, right? I was spotting the airplanes that were fighting the fire over there in Reno. Other than that, I have got nothing. I appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate you giving us a place to hang out, Fred. I appreciate you starting up such a grand adventure, and I can't wait to be a part of it. It's going to be absolutely awesome.
Swiller, give us the 30-second version of what Sky Cards is.
Sky Cards is a game that's put out by Flight Radar 24. It uses the Flight Radar 24 map. Any plane that is identified on the Flight Radar map is generally found in the game. The idea is on your phone to click a icon of an airplane and then to take a picture. You're not literally taking a picture. but in the gameplay, you're playing like you're taking a picture. The more pictures and XP you get, the more rewards you get, et cetera, et cetera. It's just a cool way to.
It's like collecting planes, right?
Yeah, you're collecting planes, cards for planes, cards of planes.
It's super awesome. It's kind of addicting. I haven't got back in there for a while. Been pretty busy, but it's a great time, and you can pick different aircraft. Different like areas, control towers, and stuff like that. And you start off only being able to track airplanes in your area and collect them, but then you can shift all over the world, and it's a good time.
It is. It is. I had never been so excited to go to a work conference in my real life next to an airport because I was single-handedly trying to take over Swiller's score. That never worked. So
I think we have our usernames and how to invite us as friends and stuff like that over on Sky Cards over in Discord, I believe. But again, that's getting restructured tomorrow. So if it's hard to find, we'll make that easier tomorrow. Tim says it's a way to control Iran with violations against other members if they join, is my point. Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
Shelly says 2 small helicopters. And AZ Toaster says, appreciate you guys. Can't wait to see the upcoming changes and addition. Nathan says NATO status. Shelly says, oh, circle in your backyard. Thank you so much. All right, that's it for tonight. We went through a whole bunch of updates and channel changes. If you got confused or forgot any of that stuff, just remember, you go to warwatchintel.com and you'll find all the links for everything that you need right there, including Fried's up and coming first episode out today, Warwatch Declassified. Going to be a lot of great stuff over there. And thanks to all of our friends over there watching over on TikTok as well. And appreciate you guys here on YouTube. And thank you to all the moderators who keep this place friendly, clean, and kind. Swiller, if you want to get us out of here, we'll sign off for the night and get the 24/7 stream back up and running.
Absolutely. Thank you again, everybody, for being here. Make sure you are subscribed to the Warwatch Intel channel and the new channels that'll be coming at you. Make sure you've taken time to hit that thumbs up button. And when the new stream pops up, make sure you share it out there on your social medias and your Twitters, your Facebooks, whatever you have. We definitely appreciate it. On that note, we are getting the heck out of here. He's Frost. She's Fried Potatoes. I'm Swiller. You are Warwatch Intel, and we are out of here. See ya.